Слава Україні!
Oh my. Oh gosh. What is... Oh my. Look at this, guys. Look at it. Look at the true beauty that sees before your eyes. Not only something new, but going to something old. Being made new again. Ah, the proud Chechens. Look at that. They got updated. Oh my god. Oh my. Ever heard of the civil car mod? You need to get it. Look at this. Just, so beautiful. Look at this. Just, amazing, amazing. Comrades, today, as in the title, is a showing off of the update of Rise of Nationality, as well as the showing a new mod that Viper is working on. It is Spring of Nations. You know, just when you think Viper couldn't do it, he does it. He just outdoes himself, quality and all. It is amazing, this mod. The total set of factions for the Spring of Nations is 18, I think. It is 18 nations. I'm going to be showing you all of them. They go into such awesome detail. They are amazing. But first, I'm going to show you the Iraq-Iran war factions, which is one of the new faction parts of the Spring of Nations. A bunch of videos are going to be coming out with this mod too, so I'm going to be showing you a bunch of stuff. We'll get into it. So starting with Iran, we have the Pasadran, a unit of some kind, whether it's elite or maybe a special volunteers regiment. No idea. Pretty cool. They use a lot of Soviet equipment during the 80s and the 90s, obviously, because they were close allies, I'm sure. Moving on, we have the standard Iranian army of the 1980s or 90s. This is clearly not the modern Iranian army. Thank you for that. We have it's like a mix of American and Soviet equipment. You have mostly AKs, and I think there's like a G36 or something back there. Pretty awesome. If you're looking at this car and you're wondering, what? He added this? No, this is part of the civil car mod. You can find it on the workshop, and I strongly urge that you get it and play with it along with the Blue Dawn Donbas Crisis, because that's the current one that you have access to. It is an amazing mod. It adds a bunch of cool civilian vehicles, as I showed back over there. I'll get into detail about that later. Moving on to the Iraqi Army. Starting off with the PMOI. I don't know if that's a Special Forces or if that's an abbreviation of some kind. Again, pretty cool. The standard brownish uniform. Again, Soviet and American equipment. This guy's like a... Is that like a bayonet or like a tripod that's folded inwards? Probably don't want to hold it if it's a bayonet. Pretty cool. New AK-47 models. An interesting unit. No significant patches or markings of any kind, but still, really cool. Moving on, we have the Popular Army. Not too sure what that means. But again, they have more of a forested camo or a gray camo. Pretty cool. Mostly Soviet equipment, it seems. A tankman there. Moving on to the well-known Republican Guard. At least I think they're well known. I don't know if you guys are well aware of them, but yeah. And what I love about the Republican Guard, the beret has this little eagle. It's just a nice small detail. Again, I love just small details in these mods. They're amazing. I like the camo style too. It's very different. They all have this red triangle with Arab writing on it. Moving on, we have the Standard Army of Iraq. So that would be these guys. This one has a particularly unique camo, and they all have different textures and whatnot, and I'll show those later if you like. Yeah. So yeah, that's the new. That's just a very small piece of the new mod. We're going to be showing a lot more new vehicles and stuff we'll be getting into. So now we're moving on to the Chechen-Russo War, or the Chechen War. And you're probably wondering, well, we've already seen this. Well, no, these guys have been updated. Look at these beautiful new models. Just amazing. I'm so happy and excited that I got my hands on this. Thank you, Viper. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1,000 times thank you. At the hard work that you do. It's just amazing. Just, look at that. I love the blue. Such a nice color. So yeah, it's just, currently it's the only change to the Chechens. The National Guard didn't get any change. At least not that I noticed. But now we're going to move on to the Russian Federation. But before that, we're going to look at the new. So, this comes with the Civil Car mod. You're probably thinking, well, that's cool and all, but it's just police cars. Well, police cars with working lights and sirens. Look at that. And again, this will work with the Blue Dawn Donbas Crisis mod, which is what you guys have access to. So if you want to use that, do it. I'm trying to see if the mod creator will add some Ukrainian police, because I'd love to do that. Have a proper riot. And there's a radio thing, but that doesn't work currently. It's so awesome. Alright, and this too, the armored Kaz with the machine gun ports. Imagine that just rolling through a city or just down a road and just having all 6 of these machine guns just opening up. We are so going to be using that. Oh my god. Oh yeah. It's going to be a great add-on, so like if we're doing a fight in Grozny or something, we'll have that vehicle rolling down, either Chechen or Russian controlled. So starting with the Russian infantry, we have the Internal Affairs. We got the Internal Affairs unit. They have this gray camo. It's this really cool patch. And this is the old Internal Affairs, obviously. I don't know if they still use this kind of style, or if they've updated. Because the Russian military has gone through a lot of advancements recently, as you can see in the Donbas War. So yeah, this is the Internal Affairs. Really cool looking unit. I love all the... It just all looks awesome. Here we have the Naval Infantry. As you can tell by the hammer, or not the hammer, the anchor. It's pretty awesome. And again, this is the old Soviet equipment that I think they stopped using around like 2013 or so. That's when they did some massive upgrades. I love how this guy has the little hat detail. It's just cool because you do see that in videos. You'll see them wearing a cap and then they'll put their helmet over it and it sticks out a bit. It's just another small piece of detail that looks amazing. So that's the Naval Infantry. Now we're moving on to the Oman. And so this is something that the Oman would use. I feel like they would use. So yeah, look at these guys. And again, this is like from the 90s. And like the late 80s. So I don't know if they still use this equipment or not. Pretty awesome though. Just really beautiful. And again, the militia. I think Russia and Belarus, along with the DPR, are the only countries to, or Novary Sea, are the only countries to still use the militia. I think Kazakhstan as well, but I know Ukraine and a few other countries, they disbanded theirs, and pretty awesome. So now we're moving on to the Spetsnaz, which are these guys. They seem to have more of a desert camo, so I guess they took part more in deserty areas, I guess. I don't know. But they look awesome. I love the hoods. I love the sniper hood with the mask. It almost looks like something you'd see like a rider wearing without the vest, you know. Pretty epic. And now we have finally the VDV. Still sporting the old Soviet VDV symbol. Pretty awesome. Again, just looking really good. Weird texture error there, but that's fine. Got a cool cap, or a beret. Got the squad lead. These just look amazing. My god. Well, I hope you guys liked that. I'm going to be showing off the other factions as well later on in another video. As well as I'm going to do another Star Wars video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's just awesome. Thanks again, Viper, for all your hard work. It is certainly deeply appreciated by me and the rest of the modding community. Thank you again.